Action News Now reporter Anna Torreya shows us what to keep in mind ahead of the 4th of July holiday.
Picnics, barbecues, and of course, fireworks make up 4th of July festivities.
Picnic, barbecue, that's it. Stay home. No sparklers this year.
But Shasta County firefighters are warning people that fireworks are illegal without a permit.
All fireworks are illegal in Shasta County, including the city of Redding. That does include the safe and sane fireworks that usually have a California State Fire Marshal stamp on them. Those are also illegal.
In 2020, the Shasta Arson Task Force reported 21 people were cited for illegal firework activity, seized 47 pounds of illegal fireworks, and 14 vegetation fires were ignited. I'm here on Quartz Hill Road and Stone Canyon Drive, and right behind me is where one of those vegetation fires broke out last year, and that was caused by illegal fireworks. Karen Lawrence tells me that one of those vegetation fires started near her home.
Well, you immediately get PTSD from previous fires. You think, oh no, here we go again. But it was small. It was a lot of dry grass, just like this year, so it doesn't take much.
With wildfire season here and dry conditions, both Lawrence and the Redding Fire Department agree.
Go down to the Civic Center and watch the fireworks show. It's controlled. They've got all the safety measures in place, and enjoy that. You don't need to take any chances.
We want everyone to have a good time. Just please do not partake in any illegal firework activities.
Reporting in Redding, Anna Torreya, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
The Redding Fire Department says it will have more people on staff on the 4th of July, and law enforcement will also be out patrolling for illegal fireworks activities.
Today, the Paradise Alliance Church hosted a workshop to help campfire survivors transition from RVs to permanent housing. Butte County agencies shared insight and info on navigating code enforcement, permits, disaster case management, and offered up both long and short-term housing options. Some survivors say they're glad to have support in taking the next step.
It means a lot to me to know that everybody here understands this, because it's been almost 3 years and people think that we should be over it, and we're not.
The town gave people in Paradise special permission to live on their land in RVs after the campfire. Town council voted, though, in May of this year to end that ordinance on September 30th of 2021. It's been nearly 3 years since the campfire. Then 2020 set records for acres burned. Now CAL FIRE says more than 29,000 acres have burned in California this year. Now, as Wilson Walker shows us, one Bay Area county is looking at new fire rules for safety to help firefighters get in and people get out when a wildfire does erupt.
It's already at the edge where a bunch of people won't rebuild because they're underinsured or costs have gone through the roof.
Rebuilding is barely off the ground after the CZU fire, and there is already concern about what rebuilding guidelines might look like. The state is considering new minimum safety standards in areas considered to be at high fire risk. Certain roads would have to meet new width requirements. Others might have to be widened to accommodate fire trucks and evacuating traffic. Some driveways might even require turnouts.
You know, the regulations, while the intent is admirable, that a one-size-fits-all coming from Sacramento doesn't really address the peculiarities of the Santa Cruz Mountains as they exist for us.
Mark Bisbee is the county's interim director of response, recovery, and resilience. He says Santa Cruz, with its narrow, windy mountain roads, isn't the only county that might struggle with sweeping new guidelines.
I won't live on a one-way road anymore. Not now.
That was a woman who barely escaped the Walbridge fire in Sonoma County last year, another place where updating roads could be a monumental job.
The cost of implementing those are going to be falling on the landowners and the property owners, and so that's really where the balance needs to come in. Yes, we want improvements, but this may be too drastic and too much of a financial lift all at once.
And that is the conversation a lot of people are having. How much additional cost can come when so many are already struggling to rebuild?
It's just too much. A lot of people will walk away from it, I'm sure, just not rebuild.
Many are also worried about the logistics, arguing a lot of neighborhoods just don't have enough room to widen the roads or add lanes or curbs. Now, Alan, as wildfire season threatens to once again break records for destruction, thousands of rural homeowners also risk facing the flames without enough insurance to rebuild.
That's right. The moratorium that prohibits insurance companies from canceling homeowner policies in fire-prone areas expires in November. Now, from 2015 through 2019, insurers dropped property coverage for more than 143,000 customers in 13 California counties. No word yet on whether that moratorium may be extended. A man was killed in an early morning house fire in Orland. It happened at Tehama and 3rd Streets just after 2. This morning. Now, it took fire crews about 45 minutes to knock down the flames. The Orland fire chief says there were 3 people inside when the fire started. Only 2 managed to escape. Neighbors called for help.
Unfortunately, this is about the worst outcome you can have on a fire.
Big light, and I looked and I see the flames inside the window of the house, so I called 911 immediately.
First responders treated 1 person for smoke inhalation. They have not yet determined what caused this fire.
A Chico woman pleaded guilty to burglarizing the Durham post office and committing identity and mail theft. Butte County deputies say Carolyn Hill pried open around 100 post office boxes last August. District Attorney Mike Ramsey says investigators found 75 victims of identity theft. He says Hill was also in possession of over $200,000 in stolen checks. She will be sentenced in August and faces up to 9 years in jail. The Sutter County Sheriff's Office arrested a man for kidnapping the mother of his children. They say this Yuba City man, Kyle Williams, violated a restraining order. On June 18th, police say Williams demanded the victim take him to see his kids, threatening her life. Police say 3 days later, Williams stalked and threatened Sutter County employees as well.
The Yuba Sutter Fair is happening now through Sunday. It runs noon to 11 p.m. Then it closes at 10 p.m. on that final day, Sunday. To learn more about the food, fun, and festive atmosphere, go to actionnewsnow.com for a link to the events and competitions. We're live in Shasta County at the biggest community draw in that area happening now. We'll take you there straight ahead.
You can see the clouds building in Shasta County. We certainly have lots of clouds over Butte County too for the Thursday night market. Temperatures not as hot as they're going to be soon, so enjoy it while you can. Lower to mid 80s through the evening hours and a lot of clouds, slight chance for showers. We have a lot of heat coming. Details in just a few minutes.
Do a mic check, we can. Mic check, you like my Dippin' Dots? I was going
Happening right now, a summertime favorite is drawing in big crowds at the Shasta District Fair.
Action News Now reporter Anna Correa joins us there live. Anna, I can hear the crowds behind you. Are you having a fairly good time?
Haley, I'm having more than just a good time, and you know what? I can smell the food from all the vendors out here, and it's making me pretty hungry. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a churro earlier this afternoon, and I'm enjoying this cup of Dippin' Dots, which is pretty refreshing, especially since it's pretty hot out here. And a lot of the vendors are glad to be back out here, just like this one here behind me. So Zach Wagner, who is part of Southern Oregon Food and Beverage, tells me while they're glad to have business back open, he especially loves seeing all the families that are smiling out here. And the Shasta District Fair CEO says having events like this one in full swing not only helps vendors on site, but it also boosts business all across Anderson.
For us, it's amazing, and it's a blessing to be out here again. You know, a lot of people struggled, but thankfully we were able to go to different events throughout the West Coast, and you know, having that open fair like this, it's a big deal for us.
Economical impact that the fairs bring on their communities and our community here in Anderson and Redding is astronomical. It's more than people realize. It brings in several $1 million over 4 days of our fair.
And the Shasta District Fair typically brings in over 75,000 people over the 4 days, and it is the largest event in Shasta County. And if you still want to come down and enjoy the fun and all the food, you still have time. The fair is open till 11 p.m. tonight. So for now, reporting live in Anderson, Anna Correa, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
Thanks, Anna. The Shasta District Fair runs until Saturday.